Okay, just doing a couple last arrangements there while while I kind of wait till 1:30 for the sale to start. And hopefully this setup will work a little better. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining. Hopefully this setup will work up better than last time. Last week I was buffering a little bit, and so this week I have all of my devices shut off, and I only have the computer on, and I have it hardwired um, into my box. So hopefully no buffering. But if any buffering happens, please let me know and I will kind of slow down and, kind of let the buffering kind of clear before I continue. So yeah, so thanks, Teresa. Really appreciate you joining me for my sale. As I've mentioned in the past, and I don't know if you were part of last week's conversation. Oops, let me get this. My actual name is Trisha. So for anybody who watches this afterwards, after we're done, my name is Trisha, and my business name, which I'll hold up here, is Sandy and Otto. Again, thanks for watching, thanks for viewing, and for anybody who will come in later and watch it at another time. Hi, Laura. Thanks for joining the sale. Really appreciate you guys coming over and being a part of this. And yeah, I've got some really good things to show. I did have a kind of a haul preview video out earlier, and so if anybody happened to see that, then they saw some of the really fun things that I found that I am interested interested while I'm in the thrift stores and doing a little bit of research on a couple things. I did uncover some really neat and different items. And yeah, I really appreciate the support. I enjoy watching everybody's sales also. And, even if I'm just doing some other work, I try to jump in on the chat and participate a little bit, and I definitely do buy when something really strikes me as something fun or I can't live without. I'm definitely jumping in and purchasing, and I have done a couple videos, and I have a couple videos scheduled to come out on some really neat things that I'm really happy that I bought from other resellers, because it is really fun to participate and join and support these others. I have to say, this is a terrific community. I am a very, very shy person, and so doing this is kind of therapeutic for me, to help me kind of come out and participate a bit, especially with all the kind of lockdowns that have been going on. I have really found really good support, and really appreciate um, this terrific community, and being a part of it, and how welcoming everybody has been to everybody joining in. I just had my cat in my lap, and unfortunately he left a hair that is right on the side of my nose that is going to drive me crazy this entire time. um, so if you see me doing this, it's because I've got that darn cat hair there that I just can't quite seem to let go of. So yeah, so again, thank you for everybody who's joining. Appreciate the thumbs up on this. I've got my glasses handy. I've got, oh, where'd my other pair go? These ones have a little stronger magnification that I definitely use when I'm in the thrift stores trying to read the bottoms of things, because yeah, it just drives me crazy trying to see where things were made, what the label on things says. And so I definitely have to have my little stronger magnification on things. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Patrick's having another big sale, so that's great. I'm really looking forward to that and seeing all of your guys's sales too. That's going to be really fun. I just decided I have, a bunch of stuff, and I just decided to take the plunge and just go ahead and just do it. I kind of was thinking, what am I waiting for? What magical thing is going to happen, and what on earth am I waiting for? Why don't I just go ahead and do this? And so I did. I just, contacted Corey and got on the schedule. And hi, Dottie. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you coming in and joining the sale. So while I've got some people who are here, at least I am going to go ahead and get started on showing some things. It's been 5 minutes, and there may or may not be other people coming in. Again, just trying to you know, get established, get out there. I know a lot of times I'm not the most vocal, and so a lot of people don't really know me, don't know a lot about me. I am based in Washington State. I am actually probably about 200 miles north of Stephanie. Thrifting Adventures. She's down closer to Portland. I am just north of Seattle. But this whole area is like, from I'm in Everett, Everett down to Seattle, Seattle down to Tacoma. It's just one giant city. There's really no break. It doesn't stop. And which I really have always grown up kind of in the Seattle and North areas, kind of where I'm been based out of. So yeah, so Stephanie is definitely 200 miles south, and it's kind of almost a different state. And then Eastern Washington is again totally different. Um, and it's the one thing I really like about living here, and kind of why I haven't quite moved away, is that the summers don't get very hot. The winters don't get very cold, even though we are really far north and most of our weather comes from the Gulf of Alaska. I don't quite understand how it all works, but our winters, we, spend most of our winters in the 30s, maybe. Most of the time, most of the days are warm up into the 40s. And so that's really nice. In the summertime, most of our days are in the 70s, sometimes 80s. And so for having not extreme weather, I really kind of enjoy that, and kind of one of the reasons why I've stayed in this area as long as I have. And while while Laura is here, I'm going to go ahead and start with one of the items that I have that is really fun. And I went through, oops, can I get that? I can't get that off. I went through and made sure, and I believe these, I'm not sure, these came from my mother. And I think that these were hers, although I don't remember her ever playing pinochle. And so I don't know quite exactly where she picked these up. Um, and yeah, but they're a really pretty design. And I did go through and make sure that all of the cards were in here. I did go through and count and put them all actually in order so that I could make sure every single one was in there. And it even comes with the pinochle instructions, which I thought was really interesting. And again, I don't really ever remember my mother playing them. So I'm not sure why she had them or where she got them from. But oops, and then I'm going to drop them. But there they are. And so these are going to be $8, and they are number 2, if anybody is interested in these. Really nice velvet case. on these. I really liked that, and thought these were really, really outstanding. So thanks, guys. Really appreciate you guys jumping in on that item. And so that will go to Laura Bimos. And then up next, I have this little guy. And then, hi, I'm trying to remember everybody's actual names. I've got a little cheat sheet going because I know, like with me, I go by a different name other than my actual name, and so I'm trying to remember everybody's name. So yeah, so Lori C, I do have that down. So thank you for joining. Really appreciate you joining. And yeah, so as everybody kind of gets mentioned and stuff, I'm trying to create my own little cheat sheet of everybody's name because it's fun having your business name, but it's also fun knowing your actual name too. And again, if anybody didn't catch or didn't know, my name is Trisha, and I am Trisha. And I had to look it up because my mother kept saying, "Oh, you're named after an actress," and she couldn't remember the actress's name. And so I did finally look it up, and it was the Donna Reed show. One of the actresses on the Donna Reed show was named Trisha, and she spells it Trisha. And so that's how I got my name, because I am not a Patricia, just shortened. I am just a plain Trisha, which, yeah, until kind of, I guess probably more into like the 70s and 80s, you really didn't see a lot of Trishas with the SHA. Now there's a lot more, but back then it was kind of a rarity. So I have this little guy, and I'm going to try to remember to hold things up on both sides, because I know on some phones where the chat shows up, and now I've got my cat trying to help me over here. So if you hear some clanking, it's not really bad. She's just kind of walking around that area. But I have this little cat mug, and he is from Pier 1 and Pier 1 Imports, which I hate to say now that Pier 1 Imports is kind of gone. I don't know if they're going to I'm hoping that not everything that they make is just going to go away, because where are we going to get all of these great things? I have a cabinet just on the other side that I bought at Pier 1 probably a year ago. And it's like I'm constantly in there shopping. So yeah, it's really going to be sad to have them go away. This guy does have, unfortunately, and I did not see it at the time, he does have a little bit of a crack here. So he would not be a mug for drinking. He would just be a mug because he is so darn cute. But he does have the little mouse inside. Hopefully that's being picked up there. I've got as many lights and everything on as I can here to try to make sure everything's bright enough for everybody to see. But yeah, so he would be great, again, with an air plant or, something fun in him. And he is going to be just $6, and he is number 63. Trying to write things down if anybody is interested in him. He's really cute. A little mouse inside. And on any of these and anything I show, they're definitely going to be available after, and a lot of things from last week's sale that didn't sell, I've listed on eBay. So everything I list, I do kind of cross-list things on eBay and on Poshmark, and I do have links to my store down below. But if you're interested in anything at a later time, feel free to email me, because I will definitely work something out with that. And so I am going to go ahead and put my little glasses on here. Oh, maybe I don't need them for this guy. So here's a really fun item. This definitely has kind of a boho feel to him. He is a wood carved elephant bowl. So you can see the elephant is actually carved into the wood here. I thought that was really fun, and the way it's painted definitely gave me some boho kind of vibes on him. And he is going to be $13, and he is number 32. And then next, this guy for fall, um, he is a candle holder or any kind of holder you want him to be, but he is a little squirrel with a nut. And he is Avon. He is marked Avon on the bottom there, but I thought especially for fall, he is really cute. And he is going to be $5, and he is number 8. And okay, and that will go to triple S, and triple S is Dottie, right? Trying to make sure that I am learning everybody's name. Um, I know the more and more and more of these that we do, the more especially I will get used to everybody's name. So then I have this really fun planter. And thank you, and thank you for everyone so far for joining and for your purchases. I really appreciate it. Um, I'm I'm having a lot of fun doing this and having a lot of fun watching everybody else's sales. So I really appreciate you guys coming over to my sale. So I have this great fish. I don't think he's vintage at all. He is not marked on the bottom, but he kind of is giving me that kind of Italian style painting vibes on him. He's very clean on the inside. I really don't think he was ever used as a planter, but I really liked the way that he was painted. He's very different. And he's going to be $9, and he is number 64. And my email address is in the description, but also for anybody who wants to, let me see if I can, I think I can put it in here. Let's see. Auto, oops, nope, that's not it. Okay, there we go. So it's Sandy and Otto at Comcast.net. Is my email address. And hi, Stephanie. Thank you for joining. And thank you to Blue Flamingo Lori for the planter. Let me get trying to get my little notes here as I am a one-person show doing this. Okay. And I'm going to grab a quick drink here. Okay, next I have, this is a really pretty dish. And, oh, what did I do with my glasses? Oh, there they are. And then I'll lose my glasses so that I can't see this thing. This is a really interesting dish. Um, this is it's England, made in England, and it's coal port. I'll show the back. And what's really interesting is this is a design called Indian Tree. And this is a saucer. Um, but this was probably made, from what I can tell, this design and this logo that they used on the back was used from like 1895 to 1920. So this definitely would fall into kind of the antique, but a really pretty trinket dish or something. I like having these kinds of dishes just kind of all around the house to put things in so that I pretend I don't lose things when I put them in dishes and then don't remember where I put things. But this is going to be $5 and it is number 84. But yeah, I like having like just nice old pieces, no chips or cracks on this one. And so, oh, thank you. And yeah, I really like having these things around, especially when they're getting to be that old. I just cannot believe that things that are this old are still around and in great condition. Oh, hi, Nate. Thanks for joining. And do this one next. This guy, I absolutely love these and love picking up. Again, salt and pepper shakers, you can't go wrong with them. I love this design with the bear and the honey, and especially when you may not know that they go together while you're in the thrift store and they get separated and you're trying to find the other one, because you know that they go together and kind of what you're looking for. So luckily I did. All the great times that I've seen, Misty and Jeffrey and all those guys with these, it really does help when you're at the thrift store knowing what you're looking for, because my Goodwill and Value Village savers, they're notorious for putting things not together on shelves and making you hunt around for them. So these are in great condition. No chips or cracks on these. He does have, the little bear does have a couple spots here on the back, but they are glazed over, which makes me think that they were just manufacturer's defects, because I was feeling around them and they do feel to be glazed over on those. And so this guy just sits there so cute with his little honey. I just love him. And he's $9 and he's number 43. Okay, and thank you, Lori, for that. Is that right? Oh no, triple S. That's Dottie. See, I'm already doing it. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna say triple S. I don't think I can concentrate on both things at the same time. So I'm gonna apologize right off the bat. That for that. So next up, I have this little creamer here. And I picked it up mainly because of this basket design on here, which I think is just gorgeous, all the colors that they use. Now, it does look like this is probably transfer wear, and when they got to wear the little, I guess this is like a little bevel in the ceramic, that it was a little hard for them to continue on the design all the way through. Now the back just does have these two little flowers on it, but I thought that this main basket on here was just gorgeous. There is a little bit of the gold that is gone from the edge there, and no markings on the bottom. Yes, Stephanie. Yes. Sorry, I did forget to make that clear. Yes, you did get the plate, and thank you. Thank you very much. And so this little pitcher is going to be, or a little creamer, $4 and number 28 on that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then I have another little pitcher here. Um, I saw him and I thought he was so cute. However, he does have some markings in him that I was not able to get out. And so I thought he would be great um, as like on your desk for a pen holder or put your scissors and craft supplies in some other kind of use for him because he was just too cute to leave behind. He's from 1999. He's Mother Brown's with an S on the end, but 1999. But he's too cute. And he'll be $6 and number 47. Sometimes I just can't leave these kinds of things behind because they are just too darn cute and I don't want them to end up in the landfill. Um, and it's like somebody is going to have a use for something like this. And so, Blue Flamingo, I've got you for that. And thank you. And then I have these really pretty salt and pepper shakers. Very much in, again, kind of that Italian, maybe um, French type style. Um, really nice. No chips or cracks on it, but no markings on the bottom either, which I thought was really strange. I thought that there would have been some kind of a mark on these. I have a helper, as you can see. That's Faye, just in case. Um, just in case she hangs around for a while, that's Faye. But yeah, I really like these. They're very classical looking, and they are $7, and they are number 38. Hi, Faye. Are you going to stay and help, or are you just checking everything out? She is the chief sniffing inspector on these. So she's got to smell everything and make sure it's okay. And let's see, what do I have? Let me see. Oh, here we go. Trying to find something to put in front of here so we can get a good look at this guy. This is a little owl pendant, really pretty blue eyes on him, and then he's like sitting on a little perch. And he's just, I don't know what kind of metal he is. He's not anything um, heavy duty or anything like that. He's just kind of a very basic design, but really cute. I really liked his blue eyes. And he's $6, number 39. Let me get him closer again there. Yeah, I thought he was really pretty. Okay, and that is going to go to Teresa Bryant. And thank you. Appreciate that. Let's do this one. Here is a great, um, like a travel souvenir from the Ponderosa Ranch. Who remembers Bonanza for the Ponderosa Ranch? And so this is a great mug with lots of kind of 3D pop out detailing on this. The only thing that's really strange is that you can see this seam down here where it's like not quite finished as well as it could have been. However, I did fill it with water. There are no leaks. It's perfectly good on the inside, which I was very happy with. It just got a little sloppy on the outside there. And this is by, let me see. Oh gosh, I'm not even going to be able to remember or read that. It is Japan on that. But there are not, I did some research on these, and there are not many that are this actual design souvenir mug for that. So this one is going to be $15, and it is number 55. But yeah, I like these, and I did just get those Western books from Misty, because I things like this do kind of remind me of my grandfather. So I'm always kind of drawn to these um, types of things. And next, I'm going to show this vase, and this is a very big um, Japanese vase. This is a pheasant design on here. You can see the pheasants down there, and then over here there's one in flight. Now, this one was a little more difficult because of being, and Stephanie, maybe you even noticed this in your area, as you're also in Washington. We get a lot of um, migrating families from all of Asia, and they will typically bring a lot of items with them that are not marked on the bottom for US export. And so when those items are discarded, garage sales, thrift sales, anything, it is a little harder to figure out exactly who the maker is and everything, because it's not marked the same way on the bottom. Now, I did look up this pattern, and this does appear to be a pattern that Otagiri used, and in a vase style very similar to this. So I have a feeling, even though I unfortunately cannot read this mark on the bottom, that this is Otagiri or a related family to Otagiri. And but this is a really, really nice, no chips or cracks, and the gold around the top is in really great condition on this. And this is going to be $12 and number 20. Oh, you've sold that before? Yeah, I had a feeling that's what that was. Thanks, Stephanie. And oh, and then we've got another cat up there. Well, I guess it is their house. They're going to go wherever they want to go, right? Okay, I'm going to very gingerly pick up this guy, which I may have already flashed her info on here. But yes, I wasn't able to find a lot of cats, but I did find this beauty with those gorgeous blue eyes. Very, very nice. And that's just that, unfortunately, that was just a cat hair on that. And that cat back there looking is Gracie. So she is I guess, wanting to be a little part of the show. These flowers are in absolutely perfect condition. I went over and over and over them just to make sure no petals, no leaves or anything. And this is an Anesco cat. And there is the marking on there. And this one was made in Taiwan. Oops, there we go. And so this is going to be $15 and number 56, because those flowers are just spectacular on that. And then I know I was showing this last week, and I hope I'm not buffering. I ship from Washington State, and I do ship through Pirate Ship, and I will do, and have done anything to keep the shipping costs down as much as possible. But I have used that a lot for shipping. Now, one of the things, even though I'm kind of new, and if you look on my eBay feedback, my feedback is, what am I trying to say? My feedback isn't as high as it could be, because for volume, because I have been reselling now for about a year, or reselling. I previously, in the early 2000s, about up to the recession, I was a reseller. And then the recession came, and I unfortunately just couldn't make it through the last recession. This hopefully won't turn into a big recession. um, but the last one, yeah, I did have to shut down. And then it was about 10 years or so before I actually started reselling again. But I do have a lot of past experience with doing this and shipping and all that good stuff. So yeah, so if you have any questions on weights or anything, I do have my scale right here that I can weigh things and let you know kind of how much they weigh if you are interested in that also. And I showed these last week, but I believe I was buffering at the time, which hopefully I'm not buffering. And again, if I do start to buffer, please let me know. I'm hopefully got it rigged up now to eliminate that problem. But these are from Germany, trinket dishes with roses on them, porcelain. And here is the back on there. And thanks for letting me know that. I appreciate it. So yeah, so these are gorgeous. The gold on them is in great condition, and the roses and everything are in beautiful condition. And these are going to be $6, and they are number 5. Faye is chasing a toy, and she just slammed into a piece of furniture, but she ran away, so I think she's okay. So sorry for the extra added entertainment of that. But again, if you hear the background noises, it's just the cats being a little silly. I don't know if it's because I'm not usually used to talking, and so they hear me talking, and it's just kind of amping them up a little bit. Okay, so here, let's do this one. This is a fun one. Here is a planter. And I have not been able to find as many planters as oh, your Yorkie does that? Yeah. I don't know. It's just something about talking. I don't know what it does to their little brains. But here is a planter. And yeah, I've been having a hard time finding as many planters as I normally do. There's been quite, I don't know, I guess a big run on them, or people are keeping them. I'm not sure. But this is a great elephant with his little, I guess, bamboo. He is made in Japan. And he is really clean on the inside. So I don't think he was really ever used as a planter. I'm shipping from Washington State. And thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. And so he is going to be $12 and he is number 61. But he just looks happy. He just looks like he is having a great time. And so thank you, Blue Flamingo. Okay, and I have another plate here. Now, this one is really interesting because I have a lot of these kinds of plates in my collection also, kind of the smaller version of these. Um, but this one's really interesting because mine have a bit of a gloss to them, not a lot of gloss, not quite as much as the back, that high gloss of the porcelain. But this one you can see in contrast has a very satin finish to it. And it's really interesting. I'm not used to seeing ones with that much of a satin finish. And this is marked hand painted Nippon on the back, which does date this back to it was probably painted in the 20s. But yeah, I just thought that was one. I love these. Oops, there we go. These beautiful scenes, um, tranquil scenes that are painted. But this one was just really interesting, and it feels really satiny smooth on it. Also, this one is going to be $10, and it is number 46. And I tend to pick up more of these that are the occupied Japan. Those are the ones that I really look for in my collection. But this one I thought was really, and it's really interesting how down here, I don't know if you can see that, you can really see the brush strokes used in this one. So that was really interesting. And then I have, let me get this the right direction. Here we go. This is a cross stitch. Very nicely framed. I mean, like really nicely framed. Somebody spent some good money getting this framed. So whoever did this, this was a very important picture to them. But it's really, really cute cross stitch. And it is in a glass. Is that glass? It almost doesn't feel like glass, but I think it is. And this is $15 and it's number 45. And I'm always picking up art. I am really, really big in anything that is kind of artistic. I'm definitely picking those items up and trying to save those from the landfill. And I have even done a couple videos on what I'm looking for in art and what kind of keys I'm looking for because I do sell an awful lot of it online. People on eBay and everything, they're not afraid to buy art online, which is really nice. Up next, I have these two stationery sets. This one, well, none of them are marked with the dates. However, this one is marked from the Bon Marché, and this was 75 cents. So it was quite a while ago that this one, and probably both of these, they were probably purchased around the same time. These are from the Gibson, let me get that up there. They're the Gibson Greetings Card Company, made in the USA. And I'll show you on the inside, they are still um, sealed in the plastic. And this set has all blank paper, but the inside of the card is where the design is, which I have to say, I kind of feel like that's a waste to just put the design on the inside. Like somebody needs to open up all those envelopes so they can see this terrific pattern in here. And then this one here has both. It has plain paper, and then it also has paper with the design on it. And then it is also on the envelopes too. And this one's also sealed still in its original plastic. I got the lid stuck on there. Okay. And these are going to be $12, and they are number 6. And then next I have, yes, could use those for journaling also. Yeah, that would be really good. Seems like there should be some good use for that one in particular with the pretty envelope. These are salt and pepper shakers. These are humongous salt and pepper shakers. They are insanely big. And the design is on both sides. And they do have the original cork bottoms, and they are made in Japan. But yeah, you're going to do a lot of seasoning if you have these. They're great. But I really love the little like daisy design that they had on them. I thought that was really sweet, and lots of holes in there. So you really only need to do like one shake probably to get all those out. And these are going to be $12, and they are number 17. And here I have a picture. This looks to be just a like a hobbyist piece. It is signed with an L down at the bottom, but it has a really pretty kind of bluish tinged luster to it. And this little hummingbird transfer, I'm thinking, on both sides there. Really nice picture, clean on the inside. There is a little, and I didn't notice it at the time because, it is hard to see sometimes when you're in the thrift stores. It does have a little bit of a crack there, though. So that is unfortunate. And so this is going to be $5, and it is number 11. And this one I picked up mostly because it is incredibly light. This is very, very lightweight. I was even going to, and I didn't have a chance to. And see. Oh, this is not as light as I thought it was. It is just over a pound. But I would expect something like this to weigh a lot more than just a pound. But this is really pretty. This is very nicely done. And the lid in particular, lots of detailing on the lid. No chips or cracks and very clean on the inside. Again, I think this was either a hobbyist piece or a studio piece. It does just say CC on the bottom. But that is really, really pretty. And let me go back to, oh, okay. Triple S, I have you for the hummingbird picture. Thank you. And so this I thought was really, really, really well done for whoever ended up working on this. And this is $10 and it is number 51. And this one was really interesting because, I don't know if it's food safe. It is glazed on the inside. Um, so it could be, but I don't know what type of glaze was used on the inside, but you can see it's shiny. So it is, fired and glazed. But I don't know enough about it to know if you could use it as an actual casserole dish or not, or if it's just more of a decorative piece. I don't know enough about glazing. I wish I could give a little more information on that. Um, but this piece, you can see these are like peacocks. So here's the bird here, and then the fan is like the tail here. There's like three peacocks in here. And to me, this looked like, just like a Mikasa type piece. But I thought it was really well done with the peacocks in there. And then this base on here kind of threw me off because when I look for this design, I can see this as, and have seen references to it as a like a bowl, but nobody has this pedestal on it. And so I don't know. And I think possibly that this was added at a later date, that it was just kind of glued on. You can see that there are like some bubbles in there, but I thought that was it was very clever to do that. And it makes this piece a really nice piece. And so this one is going to be $10 and it is number 66. Okay, and then I have these two cute little items. These are like little backpacks for your dog that you can put little boot bags in. You can put your keys in. You can attach it to your purse if you want to, um, and use it for another accessory. These are just really cute little backpacks. These individually are going to be $2 each, and they're number 41. And if anybody is interested, you could let me know which design you like. Are you asking how heavy the peacock platter is? Let me put those down. Let's see. That is 1.5 pounds. So by the time it's packed and for shipping, oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to bump that. It's probably going to be in the 2 to 3 um, pound range for shipping costs. No, from what I can tell, the mini backpacks did not sell yet. Um, so Lori, you want the polka dot one? Okay. 31. Okay, I got you, Lori for the polka dot and Laura for the little, I guess that's like a little purple cheetah print on that one. Okay, thank you. Okay, up next here, we have a white tiger and cub, and this is by Fiesta. White tiger and cub. And let me get a good shot of let me get a good shot of the face here. And then here is the baby. Those darn cats. And yeah, so this is oh gosh, I was gonna measure to see. This is, yeah, this is probably like 13 inches tall. Um, oops, back over there. Okay. Sorry, had to rearrange after things accidentally moved on me. So yeah, so this is a really, really cute tiger. He is going to be, or she, mama and baby, are going to be $10, number 22. No, the peacock bowl has not been claimed yet. And next I have a tablecloth, and this is all is what new? Um, I'm not quite sure what you're asking. If, are they new? So the plush. It is not new, but I don't think they were ever played with. They did come from a um, let's see, I got it from a friend who got it from her um, grandson, but he, I guess, was never interested in them. And I got them from her at a yard sale. And so I think they just sat on a shelf. I don't think he ever played with them, which is why they got rid of them. I'm going to try to get this tablecloth here. So you can see this design. It is on all four corners that has this great basket design. And this is hand stitch. I've done this kind of artwork and stitchery before also. And one of the things that that, sorry, I'm going to get caught up on the chat here. Um, Yes, for the peacock, is that what you're asking for? For the peacock? Let me make a note here. Yes, I will get you a quote for shipping on that. Definitely. Thank you. One of the things I look for, because again, I've done this type of stitchery, um, I look for things like this where you can actually see the pattern that is in printed on the material. So then you can see um, that it actually is hand done. So this one I measured, this is 48 inches by 42 inches, which I won't quite be able to show the whole thing, but I will show the parts of it here, and you can see how it has this little circle design stitched in it, and how each of the corners has the basket stitched in it. And it is this really nice material. It does have, let me find, it does have two stains, very, very light on them. I think probably because there was a stain that was folded. So it does have that little mark right there. And then there is one on this side. They are not easy to find, that's for sure. And then there is this little bit of a mark down the middle. Um, there is, yeah, I can't quite find that other mark, but it is, there's two marks just like this right here on it. And again, I'm going to check in on the chat here. Okay. Oh, and welcome. Welcome to the sale. So yeah, so this is again 48 by 42 inches. And this is going to be $15, and it is number 30. Number 30 for the tablecloth, $15. And okay, RGV Thrifting, I have you for that. It is very well done. Whoever worked on that definitely was a skilled person, because I was looking even at the back. I'll show you really quick. The looking for the way it was tied off, and it's like it's very clean. It's very, very well done. And oh, and I'm going to go ahead and I will put in here again for anybody who needs it. Oops, and I did it again. I will put my email address in there for anybody who needs that. And here I'm going to show a couple of mugs. And so here we have, I'll show the front of them. These are Otogiri, Japan. And these are strawberries. And so the back has just a couple of the strawberries on it, and the front has more. The gold around the rims is in really good condition. I don't know if they were ever used, and it does not look like they were ever run through the dishwasher. The only spot that maybe has a little bit is just right. Oops. Try to get my finger on it, is right about there. And that's hardly any wear on them. And these are $12, and they are number 7. Okay, Blue Flamingo, I have you. Thank you. And I have another planter. He is about the happiest teddy bear I have ever seen, with his little bow. I just love his smile. I think he is Royal Copley. from the mark on the bottom there. He unfortunately was used as a planter and does have a lot of deposits around. I did do a little bit of scrubbing in there to see if I could loosen any of that up, and it really didn't want to. And he does also have a crack. I'm going to try to get in real close here so you can see right there that he does have a crack. I don't see it on the outside, but there is that one on the inside. But again, his face is just too cute. I couldn't leave him behind. And he's $6, number 24. Okay, and I have Humpty Dumpty on that one. Thank you. And this really nice cherry pitcher is again another handmade piece. It looks like by Dina, but I think she did a great job painting these cherries on here. And nice that the handle matches and there's a little pink rim around it and a little green rim around the bottom. No chips or cracks on this, but a really, really well done piece. This is $9, number 9. And here is an ivory vase, I'm going to call it. I believe this was originally another type of milk glass piece. There's no markings on the bottom of it, but the top looks like it was cut and then re-smoothed, and that all this ivy was hand painted on it, which again, I think they did an outstanding job painting all of this. It's just lovely. And this is nice and smooth also. This is going to be $12 and it's number 25. Okay, and Teresa Bryant, I have you for that. Thank you. And I have some new in box salt and pepper shakers for great for fall because of them being pumpkins and squash. And these are made in China, but they are Hannah's Handiworks, which I knew that name, Hannah's Handiworks, although seeing salt and pepper shakers wasn't ringing a bell until I went and did a little more research and saw some of the other designs. And I went, oh, yeah, I know that because they do a little more of the figurines and, gosh, like I'm not cartoonish, but like stuff you'd find at like Joann's fabrics and that type of thing. But these are really cute, really well done. Still sealed in the box. The tape hasn't been taken off at all. These are $9 and they are number 59. Okay. And thank you, Teresa. And then I have some new in package owl salt and pepper shakers. These probably say made in China on the bottom, but I don't know because they are still sealed. There is just a little hole right here in the packaging. But I thought that they were just adorable and I really liked, and I don't know if it's really coming through, that orange on the back is just really nicely done. And you just can't go wrong with owl salt and pepper shakers for the fall. I mean, they are just fantastic. And so these are $8, number 36. And triple S, I have you. Thank you. And this one, I just love this. This is by, oops, and the shelves are coming out. This is by, I'm going to hold it upside down here, Rice Paper London, made in England. And it is done like this great little, I don't know, not even a chicken coop, but just a barn, an outbuilding, so much detail in this. And all of these great shelves with the little farm animals on them. Yeah, it would be a great tea box. And these are all very well made. They are lined paper, and on the bottom it does say, again, rice paper made in England. And yeah, these are just great, and the farm animals are just adorable on this. And this is $14, and this is number 1. And okay, Humpty Dumpty, I have you for that. Thank you. And then we have some new old stock on these candle skirts, but this is just mid-century modern at its best here with that design. I love it. Still sealed in the package. I believe there's just 2 in here. It doesn't say. There could be 2 more underneath. From the thickness of the box, it is really hard to tell if this is just 2 or if there's 4 in there. But I just love that like starburst type design on them. It's just really striking, and the fun font that they use um, in the label there, those just great. These are going to be $8, and they are number 23. 23 for those. And Blue Flamingo, I have you for that. Thank you. And these were really interesting. I saw these, there's just 3 of them on the shelf. And one, the color of the flowers, of course, for fall just jumped out at me because those are just fantastic colors. But this design and the shape of this glass or this mug was just so unusual, really clean on the inside with a nice gold trim in here. And when I saw this logo on the bottom, I thought I am going to have to do some investigating to figure that one out. Although I have to say the design definitely gave me like Russian type vibes on this one. And in looking this up, I did have to write it down. It's Poltava, Poltava is the company that's logo is for that. And this is Ukrainian, that was made during the Soviet Union. This is USSR Ukraine pottery. And so that was really fun. I really enjoy, while you're at the thrift store trying to find things, but then when you see something like this and you're going to have to do some investigating to figure it out, I really enjoy that aspect of thrifting, learning something new, um, and finding something really neat at the same time. So these are just strikingly beautiful. And I'm going to let you know also that I have the three of these that I'm going to sell, and then I'm going to sell this separate or together, or you can let me know how you kind of want that done. This is a vase, and this is also that same design, although the flowers are a little more extensively done with that. But I loved this. I just thought this was great. Um, so the three mugs are going to be $15, and they are number 60. And then the vase is going to be $10, and it is number 27. Okay, RGV, I have you for the vase. Thank you. And then here is another really fun boho piece. This is just so 70s, even with the flowers that came with it. I just can't get over. I remember these flowers from my childhood. Oh my goodness. You just can't get more 70s than this. And this is done by Takahashi San Francisco. If you can see the label on that one, I'll try to. Yeah, it's crazy 70s with this. And this is this is unglazed. This whole bit, except for the design part. This part is glazed. This is unglazed. And so it has that kind of sandpaper feel to it. This is going to be, this is $12, and it is number 18. And these are Fitz and Floyd, the pumpkin with the really pretty flowers on it, and the eggplant, in this case, with the flowers on it. And these are just marked on the bottom, but they don't say Fitz and Floyd, but they are Fitz and Fitz and Floyd. Oh, that is hard to say. And so these are $12, and they are number 33. Yes, they do. They kind of do, with those pretty flowers, make them look a little more like fairy tales. Exactly. And then I have a kind of a glass blown pumpkin here. The color is almost a little more gold than what it's coming across. that I can see on my end. And then the really pretty swirly top on there. I just love all the design and how it's really this, what am I trying to think of? The way it's kind of striped all the way through down to the very end. It's just gorgeous. And then the bottom's really nice, really pretty design. And this is $12, number 57. Oh, I've shipped crazy things. This really isn't so bad, considering, yeah, some of the other crazy things that you end up shipping. But yeah, lots of packing material around there, to cushion it for sure, especially with the way that the post office is um, handling things right now. And it's funny, I have to say, I spent a year doing overnight processing for the post office. It was just a 1 year contract, and I did that for a year. And it was really interesting to see when packages come into the processing facility, how they're handled, the machinery that handles them, and exactly which points in the process things can get damaged, because um, it's really not handled that much in the whole post office process. Like in the facility I was in, the handlers would bring in the big carts that were full of packages, dump them into a machine, but it wasn't like dump them in. It was just like they just kind of rolled out onto the machine, went on conveyor belts, went through the process, and it was really um, once they knew the destination, and then there's this long line where the carts have the little shoot offs where the packages go, and that is almost the area where the damage is going to happen, because they have those big bins that are on wheels, and so your package will go off onto its little chute, but you don't know about that bowling ball or, anvil or whatever else is being shipped that's going to land on top of it. And then what your postal carrier does afterwards, I don't know. But it's really interesting because there aren't that many places in the process for it to get damaged. So, even I'm wondering when I ship things that end up, getting damaged. It's like, what did you do to it? Because I've seen the process. I've worked there. I know the process, and I just don't know exactly what they're doing. It's funny. I had shipped a clear bowl and a smaller milk glass bowl to someone, and she said, I saw the postal carrier, and the minute he threw it onto my porch, I knew that he had broken the bowl. And that's exactly what had happened. It's like it had made it through the entire process. And it was right when the postal carrier, she said, just threw it onto her porch, even though the box was marked fragile, that's when the break most likely happened, and that's a shame. That's really sad. And I did forget to mention before I went off on my tangent, Cold Water Foundry. I did get you for the pumpkin, and thank you. But yeah, it is a shame when we go to all the trouble to to wrap things and package things as well as we can, and yet they still find a way of getting damaged. It's so hard, and so sad, because those people, and everyone, and even me, when I have things, I'm looking forward to getting them, and you definitely don't want them to get broken. um, this was really stunning. Beautiful apples on this picture. And this is, am I going to get it right? Nope, I'm still not getting it right. Him arc, him air. Where did I write that down? Nope. Yeah. Highmark. Maybe it's Highmark. Um, Italy, made in Italy, apple pitcher. Interesting that there is some crazing on it, but it's only down towards the bottom here. And I don't know if it's really going to come across. It's not a lot of crazing. There's a little bit of a shot of it right there. You can kind of see right down here. There's a bit of this just kind of lined crazing. But this is just beautiful, very well done, and very nice and clean on the inside. No chips or cracks on this one. And this is going to be $14, number 54. And here's a really pretty little porcelain basket with little pink roses on it and a really nice detailed handle on this one. And this is Chintz San Francisco. Put that on the bottom there. And this is $8, number 19. And I have an Afghan here. Really lovely colors on this Afghan. Very well made. Whoever made this was very good at this stitch in particular, but it's just lovely, and I love the colors. Yeah, really pretty. This is 58 inches by 38 inches, so probably about the size of a twin bed, or definitely for sitting on the sofa. Really nice colors. This is going to be $18, and it's number 29. And RGV, I have you for that. Thank you. And I have a cookbook, The Vegetarian Table, and they did a whole series of books, and this is the America cookbook. And it's got some really lovely pictures in here and lots of recipes. This has 100 and I think it has 140 pages in here. And this was done in 96. This came out. And this is going to be $5, and it is number 3. And I have another cookbook. This is 1990 America's Best Recipes. And this does not have a lot of pictures in it. This is just a ton of recipes in here. This has 336 pages of recipes. And this is $5, and it is number 4. And a pair of ducks here, very nicely glazed on these, no marks on the bottom of them. And each one, this one has just a little bit out right there. And this guy has like a little bit on his beak. And oh, he had somewhere else. Oh, I think right down here in the grass. He had a little bit there and then maybe like a little bit there. But these were just too neat. Again, couldn't leave these behind to go in the landfill. They are going to be $16 and they are number 13. Okay, and Humpty Dumpty, I have you for that. Thank you. And Honey and Daisy mugs with this great, like, basket, almost beehive looking design to it. But these are so cute. There is just one teeny tiny little mark right there. These aren't marked on the bottom except with a number. So I am not sure where they're made and I'm not sure how old they are. Um, but I just loved that design. They are just so sweet with that design. Yeah, and the color is so vibrant. It's just it just pops. These are $12 and they are number 26. And then I have this journal here that is handmade, and the spine very very ladies, gosh, what am I trying to think of the time period? Is this like the 20s? But each one of these has this great cards attached, and over here, and then in the middle, it also has cards in the middle. The next page, and again, we have some great little attachments in here. And on the edge also with designs. It's very well done. Again, some more goodies in here. And this one also has, it just has so much stuff. And then this one I really liked because it's just attached by this great little strap here. And then there's a little notebook here at the end. You can, has little papers in it. So yeah, so this was just really well done. This is going to be $18 and it is number 65. And I have another tablecloth. This one is white, and this has a great design in the middle here. Lots of blue flowers, and then the bows on each end in green, and then flowers all the way throughout it. And down at the bottom, this has no stains on it at all. This is in pristine condition. And then on here, again, the stitching on here is really well done. And the back, again, very clean and well done. This measures 42 by 44 inches. I kind of measured it twice because it seemed like it should be a square, but it's not quite. a square. But yeah, that's just lovely the way that that's done. And this is going to be $20, and it is number 31. And I have a couple of brooches and pins I'm going to show. So this is a rose done in a gold tone metal. Really nice design. It is not marked, and the inside is just kind of hollow there. And this is $6, and it is number 35. Oh, 31. Okay, I got you RGV for 31, which is the tablecloth. Thank you. And then I have a little owl pin. Let me get him up here. He's got the little green dangly eyes. And all of these are kind of like, I want to say like slightly amber colored glass on here. And then the back is unmarked. And he is $12, number 40. And then I have this one. Now, this one is signed, and it is Jerry's, Gerrys. I wasn't sure if it was Jerry's or Gary's, but the petals have a really nice kind of pop out 3D effect on them. And I'll find where it's signed. It's signed right here on this petal. So let me show it over here, and then I'll show it over here also. So that's really nice. And I just lost, oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. And this one is $10, and it is number 37. And then we have a blue onion napkin holder. Love this design. No chips or cracks on this. It's an excellent condition. And here's the bottom and the blue onion mark on it. And this is $12, number 34. And then I have a couple of Holly Hobby items. I was trying to find what to do with the other ones. Oh, there they are. Okay. I have three Holly Hobby items. So the first ones here are on these little plaques, and these look to be home done pictures, done kind of in the Holly Hobby style. Very cute. She's got her little cat on this one and the little flowers here. Very 70s style plaques on these. And these are $8, number 16. And then I have a bell. Memories are precious things. And this is a Holly Hobby And this is, am I going to be able to read? Here. Am I going to be able to read the inside? Not really. I will try to flash it up there so you guys can see Holly Hobby there. And this is $8, number 15. And then I have a porcelain egg that comes with a stand. And this says, to the house of a friend, the way is never long. So that's nice. Sitting there with her little basket. And the back is empty, blank. And then here is the bottom. And this is $6, number 14. Okay, Triple S, I have you for that. Thank you. And then I have another pair of salt and pepper shakers. Again, great for fall, great for Thanksgiving, pumpkin, and a squash. They are not marked on the bottom. They do have their stoppers. This one has a lot of detailing, texture detailing on it, which is really nice. Don't see a lot of squashes with a lot of detailing. And this is $9. Oops, I'm not going to be able to do it that way. Number 53. There's these. Then I have a vase. Now, this most likely was a ginger jar that had a top on it. And I don't know if any of you were watching over the years. Tim had one that was similar to this, but it had a gold ring around it. And from what I've seen, difference between a vase and a ginger jar is he is absolutely correct that because his had a gold ring around it, it was most likely a vase. This one does not, and so it was most likely a ginger jar that should have a lid on it but does not. But still, it is a gorgeous design. Pheasant, you can see that big tail coming out there. And great detail work with the bamboo. It's just lovely. It most likely had a Japan sticker on the bottom. The back does not have anything. And this is $10, number 49. Oops, do it that way and see the design one more time. And then a glass strawberry. Now I cannot get the lighting in here just right to show how beautiful this red is in here. To me, it's a very nice red that I can see when I'm looking at the screen, but it's not as vibrant. It almost looks frosted on the screen, but this is a really rich red. Now, what I did not realize at the time, and I wish I had, was that there is a glass that goes in this hole in the top here that is green, that is like the stem. Now, I don't know how your Goodwill is, but mine probably separated those and was selling it separately, and I just didn't know to look for it because that's just the crazy kind of thing that Goodwill would do. Uh, from what I've seen, especially lately, especially since the close down, they are just doing all kinds of craziness in those stores now. I don't know quite how to explain what they're doing. But this is $5 and it is number 10. And this is, I made a note in here. This is Indiana glass. And did I write that down? Yeah, Indiana glass diamond point pattern. I did have to look this one up because I had a feeling it was something like diamond point, but that was almost too easy uh, with some of the names that they come up with their patterns. But this one, I really liked the edging on here. I thought that was a really nice detail that they did on this one. No mark on the bottom of it though. And this is $10 and it is number, is it 52? Are you asking me about the plant that's back here? That is actually a ficus tree. You can only see part of it. Well, if I can, I might be able to swing this around a little bit to show a little more of it. But there is the tree. You can kind of see the original stem of it. But that is, I have had that tree for 35 years. I was just looking at um, at trying to figure that out. I don't know what conversation I was having with someone and I was trying to figure out. And it's like, yeah, I bought that originally, and it was a couple years old when I originally bought it back in, and I was trying to think, yeah, it would have been 1985 that I bought that. And it actually was quite big. And I do have a picture. I did take a picture of it when I first got it as I was taking pictures of things. And yeah, I don't know how I have been able to keep it alive for 35 years. But I love it and I won't part with it. And I did snip the top of it to get it to grow a little more out. But yeah, I love it. It's kind of my baby plant. And having cats around, you can see they get everywhere. There isn't a spot in my house that I can put anything that the cats can't get to. It's impossible. And you people with cats know that. And if you put a plant somewhere, or even if you take flowers from outside and bring them in, well, they will just destroy them trying to smell and sniff and touch. And I just cannot have any plants at all in the house except for the ficus. That is the only thing that they will leave alone mostly. And I do have rocks on top of the dirt so that they won't dig in the dirt. And again, that's like the only thing that keeps them out. But thank you. I absolutely love that tree. And I definitely plan on keeping it forever. I just love it. Next item. This one, unfortunately, again, should have one of those really cute um, metal um, lids on top of this, and it doesn't. But I have a soft spot for the kind of, this isn't quite a blue bow goose, but it's a blue bow goose. Um, and I do have a soft spot for that. And so I thought this would be a great canister, not only for your kitchen, but to put your utensils in, but also for a craft room, or just to put your pens in. I just thought that was too sweet and too well done. This is I'll show this here. George Georgie Good. But yeah, I just, again, got a soft spot for these things. Gotta try to find them a good new home when I come across them. And this is $7, and it is number 12. And okay, RGV, I have you for that. Thank you. And this is another piece, even though it doesn't go with that set, this is another piece of the Ukrainian USSR pottery. But again, these colors for fall are just beautiful. And this is a really nice lusterware piece. No chips or cracks on it. It's very clean on the inside. And on the outside, here we have the marking underneath. So again, this was, when I was at the store, I saw that it had that marking on it, but it didn't quite go with the other set. But I just loved this. I would imagine sugar dish, but it's really big. So that's a lot of sugar. This is going to be $12, number 58. Okay, and then these that I did not mark. That's just great. I'm going to hold these up and see if anybody knows who made these. This will be like a little guessing game while I find it on my sheet. So, um, because I was kind of going back and forth and back and forth um, when I was looking at them in the store, trying to figure out who made them, because even though these glasses do magnify, sometimes they just don't magnify enough, especially when the stores are not as well lit as they could be. But yes, these are definitely lusterware, and they are a beautiful peach lusterware, and they have these lovely scallop edges on them. And why can I not find them on my sheet? There they are. Okay, these are, let me find it here, get it the right way. See if I can even get it there. This is Termacrissa, and they are in, this is Mexico, Termacrissa. And they have a little bit of use, not much. There's like a couple little, could be scratch marks on them, but not too bad. And so here is the cup that also shows, and I'll try to get that on there on, oops, on both sides there. Hermacrissa. So yeah, this was really interesting, and there's not too many of these out there. I was thinking, yeah, that these were most likely like Hazel Atlas or Fire King when I first saw them, and really didn't look too closely at them, thinking, oh, well, that's a beautiful peach lusterware, set. But then when I looked at them a little closer when I got them home, I went, wow, I really didn't know much about that and didn't know much about this company. But in doing some research, yeah, they're pretty collectible, have a fairly decent value to them, and they do seem to be really, really well made. Get them back in there. I don't know if you can see, it's really hard to see if I can get that in there. It does look like maybe there was, or maybe that's just the way it's made because of the swirl. There is just a little bit of, there, you can kind of see on the side right here. It has this little mark on it, but I almost think that's just part of the glazing and the swirl on there. But yeah, I thought this was a very interesting find that I had not seen anything like this before. And so I have two of them here, and they are $15 and they are number 62. And then, okay, and this goes, okay, Humpty Dumpty, I have you. Thank you. Yeah, those are going to be a really fun conversation piece for anybody who wants to play the Who Made These game, because did you see I had, oh, um, I might have missed that. Let me go back and check. Nope, I did miss that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Triple S for the sugar bowl. Got it. Thank you. And so here we have, this is the California Redwoods. Love this guy on the handle. Oh my gosh. He is just fabulous. So here we have, I have actually never been to the California, I was close. I've been down to Mount Shasta, drove down there on a trip once and never went further to go down to the Redwoods. But here is Confusion Hill, so I wish I knew more about that. The drive-through, which I've seen pictures of, the one that you can drive through. And then here we have the world famous treehouse. And I have to say, and I've just been cracking myself up with this one, is that must be where the outhouse is because of the way, what is that bear doing? I just, he looks like he needs to use the outhouse. And so I'm just, every time I look at this, I think that bear is just cracking me up. I just don't even know what to say about him. But this is made in Japan down here on the bottom. Made in Japan. I know it does look like he's doing the potty dance. Oh, I've just been having way too much fun looking at him getting all this ready. Um, Hi, Norma Jean plus one. Thank you for joining me. And Jeannie, okay, maybe is that one that I have? Oh, that's one I have on my cheat sheet. Yes. Hi, Jeannie, welcome. So this guy is $10 and he is number 44. And here is a glass, could be crystal, beautifully cut, handled little basket bowl. I love the fact that this design is different than this design, how it has the two different designs through there. No chips or cracks, and it has this beautiful edging to it. The handle even has tons of detail in it, and the bottom, just gorgeous. And I love the way that the light picks all of this up and just makes the bowl dance. I just love that. This is $15, number 50. And I do believe this is my last item. And this I just saw and just had, this is just mid-century magic right here with this stainless steel. and enamel bowl. You can see how it has that fantastic like grain effect and how it has all of these little indents in there. This is just stunning. The bottom, it looks like it did have a sticker on it. I wish it still did because I have no idea who made this. It is just really hard to figure out who made this. I can find similar ones, sort of, but not quite ones. Oh gosh, what is I didn't write down the company. There's one that does one similar. I'm trying to think that starts with a B, but all of theirs had smooth enamel inside. It didn't have this fantastic textured enamel to it. And I just loved this. It's just too cool. It's like it should have been on, like Mad Men or something. It's just great. This is $25 and it is number 42. And I do believe is everything that I have. Okay, and Humpty Dumpty, I have you for 42. And gosh, I guess that is everything. So I know that I have a note here to give Dottie a quote on the peacock bowl. But anything else, if you go back and watch this video or made notes on anything and want to satin like plate, is that the Japanese one? Um, I think I can even find that. Is that this one? This was $10. Oops, I can turn it the right way. And it is number 46. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. These it's interesting to just kind of jump in and just do it and figure out how to do it. Um, but it's fun. I have to say, this is so much fun. And kind of being live, and even though we can't have like direct conversations, I still feel like I'm having a conversation and, meeting new people and having a great time doing it. So I really do appreciate all you guys hanging around for the 2 hours of this sale, and thank you so much for your participation. I really appreciate it, and I've had a wonderful time, with Misty's sale this morning, and with this. I mean, this has just been a great day, and I'm really looking forward to the sales tonight. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your support. And again, if you have any questions on anything, if you want more details on anything, please don't hesitate to contact me. And all my information is kind of in the description down below, including my email address. And so yeah, so great. I really 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 appreciate. Yes, Nicole's having hers at 4 o'clock my time, which is 7 o'clock Eastern time. One of the advantages of being on the West Coast is the sales aren't too late, which I really like. And So yeah, I can stay up for that, and I don't have my book handy because yeah, we have uh, yeah, so 4 o'clock is or 7 o'clock Eastern time is Nicole, then 8 o'clock is George's premiere, and then at 9 o'clock is Thrift You. Also, so I love them. they they crack me up. Um, oh, you lost. Oh, did I hit something and lose the sound? Uh-oh. Well, I will go ahead and end this then. And thank you. And I will get, I don't know what I hit. Oh, are we back now? Okay. Yeah. So I just, oh gosh, all this stuff to get used to doing that I am just not used to. So again, thank you everyone. Truly appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will be doing these every week. I may have some of the stuff that didn't sell back again. So hopefully you'll spread the word out as I try to do for the other great resellers, and we can keep this fantastic community growing. And I look forward to seeing you guys at the next sale and next week. So thanks again, and I will see you guys later in the next chat probably. Bye. Thank you. And I will be sending out invoices hopefully tomorrow to everyone, and a price quote to you, Dottie. So again, thank you, and I will see you in probably half an hour at Nicole's. Bye.